name is Sebastian Utbult.
And my name is Olle Nyman.
And we just finished the LARP Terra Incognita, which is a Lovecraft LARP, horror LARP, set in 1920s in Sweden. Why did we do this, Olle?
Well, it's an interesting area, and we like cautionary tales of horror and suspense and disbelief.
The LARP was about an expedition to northern Sweden in 1922, looking for a missing professor from Uppsala University.
A missing doctor. Clift,
yeah, exactly.
An anthropologist from Uppsala University that went missing late 1921.
And when they got there, they found Dr. Clift was missing. Lots of very strange things going on in this more or less abandoned village, except for a few villagers that seemed into the occult and very weird.
And possibly inbred.
This LARP was set up 2 times. The first expedition didn't go so well. This expedition went better because they sacrificed one of their own to sort of stave off the evil spirits of the forest. So this expedition probably survived.
I would say the first expedition went away with the clean consciences.
Yes.
And the second expedition might have survived, but with a bit darker and blacker soul.
I played the photographer called Dahlén. I used 2 cameras for this game. The first one is a genuine old camera. It's from 1929, I think, and it has analog film in it. It's a middle format camera, but since it's kind of difficult to develop and make sure that the pictures are all right, we also used a digital camera built into an old camera. I'm just gonna open it. And the batteries are dying. But it worked really well to have 2 cameras, actually.
I played Stigberg, who was a good friend of the expedition leader, and I got sacrificed, and it was really cold.
I played the Jar in this LARP, and he was a folklorist, or acting as a folklorist, but also a magician, and I really liked Terra Incognita. It was very much like a Lovecraft short story in the setting, in the feeling. And it went really well with all the occult stuff that I was supposed to do. So I'm very exhausted, but very happy.
I played Dahlberg, the student, and I was terrified most of the time. I thought it was quite spectacular. Great effects, and I think I'm still scared, actually.
We built this sound box to simulate a dark young. That's a monster from the Lovecraft Mythos, which actually went pretty good. I think the players got really scared when they heard this in the middle of the night. Also, this was a LARP there where we like the old feeling from old role-playing games where you get handouts, papers, notebooks, letters, and that kind of thing. So we had a few of those, and it's very time-consuming to write an entire diary, but it's worth it. It really creates atmosphere, and we like that. Terra Incognita used skebner or fate play, pre-scripted reactions for the players to use as they see fit when it suits the game. Each player got one of these with a couple of between 2 and 5 fates each. After the game, all the players received this handout in 2 different versions, depending on how the expedition went. It's a newspaper article that either describes an expedition that's been completely lost, people have died, or it's a newspaper article about an expedition that has returned to Stockholm, but some of the people have been put into asylums for nervous breakdowns.
I played the big game hunter Munte on this terrible, maddening LARP, Terra Incognita. And we've had tons of terrifying and maddening experiences this evening. Last night we had a mad scientist following us around in the woods, and terrible monsters howling, banging on the doors. But we made a blood sacrifice, so fortunately I think we made it. But there was a lot of close calls and some really terrible things, like this mask.
I played the missing Dr. Walter Klüft on this LARP, and I was sort of a functionary and I loved it. It was awesome to do a real down-to-earth Lovecraftian LARP here in Sweden, which isn't all that common, although it has happened throughout the years. So, thumbs up.
I played the engineer Tunnel. It was a very nice experience. It's very suggestive, and it's not this. My opinion about LARP changed a bit again since I played last time, and it's been a very nice setting and a lot of really nice players without being too overplayed. And I would definitely say it was one of the best LARPs I've been to.